The new decade is so let's look back at some of the good stuff from 2010. I've been wanting to try to make this kind of video, but haven't gotten around to it, so here goes. And in number 5, we have Gumball. While it aired in 2008, I consider it a 2010 show, and a lot of people do. It has a lot of humor that relates to the decade, and I feel like it's definitely one of the funniest comedy cartoons of the decade, definitely. No other show manages to get a genuine laugh out of me like Gumball. Seriously, it's such a smart and funny show. It's definitely my second favorite Cartoon Network show. It deserves so much praise.
It's a book each parent cherishes. The feral kids survive, but the one with glasses perishes.
If you want more blood and guts, give Shakespeare's plays a try. In Titus Andronicus, a mother gets her son served up in a pie.
You did this to me, mother.
In the number 4 spot, we have strange choice, I know, but hear me out. I really wanted to give this new Disney show the spotlight. It's so good, and it's only in its first season. Seriously, if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. Do you like creepy crawlies? A great mystery? Wonderful characters? Then this is the show for you.
Out of here. Mrs. Burke! The sight of blood! I'm gonna be sick! Oh dear. Anne, why don't you take Sasha to the sick room before she desecrates these beautiful frog bodies with her vomit? Thank you!
For the number 3 spot, I wasn't sure what to put in here. I wanted to include a space show. One of my personal favorite space shows, and one that deserves more of a spotlight since its season 3 is in the works. So for the third show on this list, Final Space! Final Space is such an emotional show. It's what I would call an emotional roller coaster, I guess. This is like one of the best animated space shows on right now. And its third season is coming. So it's a great time to get into it. It also balances itself out by having really good comedy. Having a really emotional space show with really well balanced comedy is something I thought I would never see. So I recommend it. And for the number 2 spot for the best 2010 show is something a little obvious since I talk about it in my channel a lot. Star Wars The Force is Weeble is matched by absolutely nothing on Disney Channel. It's amazing in every sense of the word. Absolutely wonderful characters. An amazing story that's matched by almost nothing. And while the romance has its flaws, it's still some of the best you'll ever find on an animated show. Not to mention the animation. And while season 4 gets a lot of flack, it's still worth a watch, and I would recommend it any day. So now you're wondering, what's number 1? What show could I possibly like more? What's my favorite show? Well,
Songs have gone silent. You're sinking like a stone before the tide. The river runs cold. The fight is over.
no other show interests a philosophy nerd like me as much as Over the Garden Wall. The show talks a lot about emptiness, the feeling of hopelessness, and it goes a lot into philosophy actually, including Plato, and it just intrigued me so much. The show just gives off everything it wants to. It achieves its feeling with perfection. Sometimes I feel really sad that it's a mini show, because there's so much more to it. You want to know more after watching it. There is a comic series and a novel apparently coming, but the show will always be my favorite of this franchise, however small it is.
Are you ready to see true darkness?